guys to be a little bit quiet. Thank you so much. Here we go. You know my favorite thing, Maddie, when she's closing her Chromebook deck, my favorite thing in the world is math that looks hard and is easy. And that's what today is. It is nothing new. But what you will find is chances are when you saw this last year, you didn't like it. But today, I think you will find at the very end, Zoe's going to be like, this is math that looks hard, but it is easy. So what we're doing today is we are sketching the evil polynomial. So just as a quick refresher, on your quiz 2 days ago, Ben, you actually, or yesterday, you actually sketched a polynomial. And here's what you did on the quiz. The quiz had a problem that looked something like this. You're not writing it, you're just watching me. It had a problem that looked something like this. Factors of x squared plus 8x, I'm going to go minus 8x, plus 15. And here's what we did. So we're watching, everyone's watching. I'm looking for lots of eyes out there. There we go. And waiting for everybody's eyes. There we go. We did this yesterday. And you did this. You went x minus 3, x minus 5, and then you did this. You went over here and you put a 3 and you put a 5 and you knew it was a parabola and you did this. Now we also found this point too. Today, the vertex. Today, we're not going to do that piece because we're going to add in more bumps and humps to our graphs. Because this is a very basic polynomial. It's the simplest one we got that just has one little camel hump in it, one little valley. By the end of today, our graphs are going to, no lie, look like this and like this. And we're going to be able to get a very good sketch of a polynomial. It's easy to do. It doesn't take a lot of work, but there are some rules. And we need to talk about the rules. And once you have the rules down, tonight's homework will really take literally like 6 minutes because once you have the rules down. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to walk you through the rules first. They won't make a lot of sense till we start doing them. And then we're going to do like 5 or 6 and then that's it. But it's math that looks hard and is easy. So here we go. We're going to eventually fill out this little chart because he's going to tell us, he's going to be like our rules. We're going to figure out, is it even? Is it positive? Here's what to do. Is it even? Is it negative? Here's what to do. Well, we got to get there first. And the first thing that we have to know is what the heck do I mean by even and odd? And the first thing we're going to talk about is degree. So what I'd like you to do on your notes, by the word degree, I am looking at it. Do I even have the word degree there? I don't. Yes. So here's what I want you to write by the word degree. I want you to write this kind of on top of the word, right here. Right just on top of the word degree. Okay. Our job tonight will be to figure out the degree of each polynomial. And I will give you the polynomial, the big string of numbers, in 2 different ways. Tonight, only 1 way, tomorrow in 2 ways. The first way to find degree, we already know. When we did this problem yesterday on our quiz, you told me it was a quartic polynomial. And the way you knew it was quartic is that you looked at this guy. So the first way to find a degree is to look, if it's in standard form, at the biggest exponent. Do I care about these other ones? No, I just look at the biggest one. As soon as you guys are ready. Okay. I just look at the biggest one when it's in standard form. So I would say this is a 4th degree. And then I would say, hey, that makes it even. Does that make sense? Because 4 is an even number, right? Nice and easy, nice and easy. If I had done this instead, let me get rid of that, and I make this a 5, I would say that is a 5th degree, so it would be odd. Does that make sense? So when it's written out in standard form, you look at just the big exponent. The reason I'm not going to make a deal of this, you're like, well, see, this feels like baby work, and you're acting like it's a big deal, because we write it a second way tonight. The second way we can write these is going to look like this. Are you ready? Write this down, please. Somewhere on your paper, I don't care where. Got it written down? Now, when it's in factored form, it is even easier to find the degree. All you have to do is count the x's. So I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, odd degree. Stupid. I know, I meant that. I got all flourishy too. Did you see that? I flourished it. Even degree, right? So let's make it a little bit weirder. Let's say I did this instead. I got rid of this guy. That turns it into an odd degree. So easy. What if I did this? I'm throwing a trick one on you. Ooh. Yeah, I have 2 of those parentheses, right? So I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, odd degree. Odd degree. Does that make sense? If I have this guy right here, oh, what's he going to be? Lyndon, what are you going to get for this guy? Right, so what degree is it? It is the whole polynomial. Let's count all of our x's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does that make sense? So it's even. Yeah. So when it's written this way with no parentheses, we just take the biggest. When it's written with parentheses, we take all the parentheses. There are 5 little parentheses there, right? I could write it out with 5. So I need you to be careful. Don't add them up here, but count those as 5 separate ones. Is that cool? Is everyone good with that? The next thing that we're going to have to determine is this. We're going to have to determine if something is positive or negative. And it's so easy. We look at what's in front, in the very front. If there is nothing, or if there is a positive number, it is positive. If there is a negative or a negative number, it is negative. All I care about is what is in front. So this guy would be a negative even degree. He would be living in this box. Does that make sense? Because he's negative and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He would live there. Is everybody cool with how to decide which box to use? Have I lost anybody? No? Okay. So here comes the meat and potatoes. Again, you've seen this before, but here we go. I think about it. Yeah. Well, did you hear me stumble there? You have to memorize this. I make up a little story in my head to help me memorize things, right? So here's what I tell myself. If I'm graphing things that are positive, they are positive. That means at the end of your life, good things are happening to you, right? Good things are happening to you. That means you're going to end up and things are good, right? So anytime you have a positive polynomial, you're going to end well. So just keep that in mind. So when we have an even degree, it's going to have, you're going to write this in your little box, a little U-shaped. Sometimes it's going to have more humps in there, and that's okay. But here's what I want you to know. If it's even, it's going to end at the end up in the air. It's going to end up in the air. And because it's even, it's like socks. If you have an even number of socks, they match. You're going to have matchers. It's going to end up and it's going to start up. That's called end behavior. And if it's positive, you're going to end up and it's going to match, right? Here's what happens if it's not, if it's negative. Bad things happen to you at the end of your life. You're going to end down. You're sad. But you know what else? Your life started down. So it's down, down. They match. It's going to look something like this, like a down, down graph, or maybe even like with more humps like that. But our end behavior, if you remember all this stuff and you want to just go to the library and play with your toys and stuff, you can go do that. I'm cool with that. Right? Okay. So we're going to end down, down. Are we cool with that? Everybody good? Now, the odd ones are weird. You go in your sock drawer and you have an odd number of socks. That means they're not going to match. Here's what's going to happen. If it's positive, it's going to end up in the air. Yay. But you started badly. You started down. It's going to look like a lightning bolt kind of guy, like that. And it is a down. That looks like clown. That looks stupid. Down, up. So again, you two ladies, if you're done and you already know this stuff, if you want to go to the library, that way you could talk and it won't bother me, but I got to get through this stuff. So if you've already got your notes all written out and you just want to go and sit in the library, I can write the pass. I have no problem with that. Like, I'm not yelling at you. I'm just getting you not to make my job harder. Yeah? Okay. So we're going to start low and end high, right? On the last one, here's what's going to happen. You're going to end down. It's sad. Your life is ending down. How do I know that? It's negative, but you're not going to match. You're going to start up and end down. I think that's what's going to happen to the, I've been offending people all day. Like, I think that's what's going to happen to the second generation of those Kardashian kids, right? Their moms are weird. They all have eating disorders. Like Stormy. It's like she's going to start good. It's going to be bad at the end. She's going to be in rehab. You know that. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong on that. That's true. That's what's going to happen. She's going to, it is bleak, but you know what? True. No lie told. Like their moms have issues. Like, they get too much money and too many issues. That's what I think. So they start good. They got lots of money. And then they end badly, right? I think that happens a lot in life. They could be cubic or quintic, like, yeah, they'll just have more and more humps. So the more exponents I have, the more x's, the more humps I'm going to have. Yeah? Okay. Everyone got this. So I want you to keep your notes off to the side. I want you to draw this on your table. On your whiteboard table. Whatever. This.
So basically, I
feel like I'm going to sit here. I think that's what's going to Okay, because I asked everyone in the room to put this on their table, and I feel confident you don't have it done. Is that true? Right? And the graph. I asked you to put it on your table. Yes. Have you done that yet, Andres? Then please come sit in the front seat or invite yourself to go to the library so I don't have to do this. This is super embarrassing on the video, and I haven't had to do this all year, right? There we go. Okay, so here comes our first one. Are you ready? Y equals, write this down. Here we go. X plus 4, X minus 2, X plus 2, X minus 4. Here's how I do this. Step 1. Step 1, count your degrees and write it on degrees. Now, I'll be honest, you don't have to fill out the little thing on the side. I put that as a gift to you. It's how I do it. As long as you know how to graph them and are getting them right, that's cool. So for me, though, 1, 2, 3, 4, here I go. And it is positive, right? That tells me what little box to go look into to get my shape. Right now, go look in the correct little box to get your shape. It is a 4th degree, which is even, and it is positive. So I just saw my boy Noah make the shape with his hand. That was perfect. It is an up, up. If you even want to draw a little picture of him so you know what it's going to look like, I can do that too. That was awesome for me. Now I'm going to tell you the key for me. That if you have this in another class and you miss these, here's the key. Put those damn starting and end places on your graph right now. And what I mean by that is I better end up here and end up here. I can't go to anywhere myself because I have a terrible sense of direction if I don't know where the hell I'm starting and where the hell I'm ending. And here's what. I am starting up and I am ending up. And at the end of this little thing, once I drive my little car through all the towns I'm going to give you, I better start here and end here. Are we good? Now, the next thing is the roots. Where am I going to hit the x-axis? Well, you know what? That's those guys. So the opposite of x plus 4, the root will be -4. It's going to be 2, -2, +4. Put those on your graph. Does it have to be fancy? It does not. I do need you to put a number there so I know what the hell you're doing. Now, here's how I tell it, how I teach it. You are going on a road trip, right? I say, hey, let's take Monday off and Tuesday, let's get out of town. If I don't tell you where to go, we're just going to end up at Walgreens. And is Walgreens a fun trip? No. But if I say, let's meet in the Northgate parking lot and let's go to Disneyland, you know where you're starting and you know where you're ending. And if you're like, I'm not really sure how to get to Disneyland, and I tell you the towns to stop in, you're going to be able to know if you're going the right direction. I'm going to be like, okay, get out, get on the freeway, go to San Ramon, go out to Livermore, get on Highway 5, hit the towns in Highway 5, and then you're going to get to Long Beach, then you'll get to Anaheim, right? I'm going to tell you the towns you're going to hit. These are the towns we will hit. We cannot hit any other towns. You cannot cross this line anywhere but the towns I've given you. And here's the important part. Our turns happen in between the towns. So here we go. If you're brave enough to come with me, you can, or you can just watch me and then try it. I start here. I drive through -4ville. I make a turn. I drive through -2 Landia. I drive through 2 town. I hit Fortin. And I drive out of town. I'm going to talk to you about that. I'm going to talk to you about that. And I heard, you know, I heard it too. But we'll talk about that in a second. So, if we were in actual next year for calculus or college pre-calc, what they will do is they will make you take the number right in the middle, which would be -3, plug it in and get your vertex. Are we going to do that? No, we don't. Not in high school pre-calculus. But I want you to know it's possible, and it's not. And really, if we're going to do that, why not just graph it on decimals? Like, why would you do all that work? But it's possible, right? So we're sketching. Is everybody good? Everyone got the hang of this? You guys ready to try some on your own? You can either do it on the back of your paper now or on your desk. I don't care. You ready? Here we go. I'm starting with a tricky one. Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I hear. Here we go. Step one. How many? What's my degree? Odd or even? First, I got to know how many there are. Count carefully. There are 3. 1, 2, 3. It is a 3 and a positive. Where are the towns I'm going to hit? I'm going to hit at -4 and +4. Oh, and one other one. 0. How do I know it's 0? Because you know what that really is? That's x plus 0. We just don't have to write the +0, right? You got it. Oh, nope. So close. Down, up. Right? Because they don't match. So I always do this. How is my life going to end? It's going to end well because it's positive. Do they match? Even ones match. Odd ones don't. And I swear to God, that's the key. That's the key. So let's throw on our towns. -4, 0, 4. What I will have students do is that sometimes if they mess up, they'll hit another town to make it work. That can't happen. No other towns can I hit, but -4, 0, and 4. If I hit anything else, I graphed the wrong thing. So here I go. Turns happen in between the towns. Turn, turn, turn. There you go, the harder. Yay, yay. Yes. Okay. Next thing we're going to talk about, and I think it's back on the front page of your graph. We're going to talk about 2 other things that can happen, and this is real life for me, right? Sometimes our graphs bounce, and sometimes our graphs wiggle. We're going to talk about it, and those are actually terms that math teachers use. Like, it's not a Mrs. Sarantinoism. It seems like it should be. So this is a real story that happens in my life. My husband and I are driving down to Cal Poly to visit Thomas. I say I'm hungry. He starts to pull off the off-ramp, and then I remember two exits later is an In-N-Out, and I actually want In-N-Out, and I shout, no, not this one. I want to go to In-N-Out. And he literally, you know how you can get off an off-ramp but not actually get off and then just get right back on the freeway? That's what he does. He bounces out. He doesn't stop in that town. He touches that town, hears me shout, I don't want this, and he bounces out. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. End behavior is up, up, down, down. Okay, so a bounce looks like this. X plus 3 squared. Any exponent on our parentheses that is even, could be to the 4, could be the 6, is a bounce. And here's what it looks like. I've got my spot here. My husband and I are driving out of town. We're getting to Threeville. I think I want something to eat, but wait, I see a Chick-fil-A 2 exits later, and I bounce out. I don't stop. I don't cross through that town. I bounce at it. That's why it's called a bounce. Is everybody cool with that? So we're going to have someone here with a bounce. Ready? Let's try one, and then we'll do a wiggle, and then we'll be done. Okay, so here comes one for you to try. Are you ready? Y equals x minus 3 squared, x plus 3. Could you please graph that baby for me? You know the rules. Count your degrees. Remember, the x squared counts as 2. So it's, I heard someone just say, did you get 4? Is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's positive, so up, up, right? Your end life good and it matches. But I swear to you, That doing this makes all the difference. Huh? See, what's with the handwriting? It's not that. You gonna come do it? No. Come do it. Come do it. It is beautiful, but you sure? Here we go. No, but you get my undying love. Look at her. Nah, it's not worth it. Okay, here's what I do. When I'm doing this, it's a 4th degree, and it's positive. Its shape is up, up. Its roots are at 0, 3, and -3. I put a little bounce there. I put a B, because otherwise I will not remember that I have to do something there. I need to remind myself, yes. No, because it's really this. X minus 3, X minus 3, do you agree? So we get double roots there, right? Okay, here he goes. Love this guy. Big finish here. Woo, turn. Woo. Wait, I don't want that. I want Chick-fil-A. Boom. How'd you do?
No roots at all. So do we only have a squared?
Any even exponent out there. So a squared or a fourth or an 8. The more the bigger the exponent, the flatter the bounce. The more your husband's like, damn it, Dana, don't do this. Like that, he gets a little mad at you. Last thing, best thing. Here we go. Last thing that can happen is a thing called a wiggle. And this is when you get to a town and it says that there's food, and you drive through the town, but it's crappy food. So Zoe, are you, can you do the, if I put it up here, are you good, or do you want me to explain it? Okay, thank you so much. So if you have a wiggle, you're going to drive through town, look around, and realize it's just Taco Bell and KFC, and then you're going to keep going. Watch what it looks like. So it is anytime you have an exponent that is odd, like it looks like this, x to the third, let's see, x minus 2 to the third. So here's what it looks like. Cohen, are you ready? I promise I can't work harder than you guys, right? Okay, so here we go. We got a 2 right here. I am coming into town. Here's 2. I say to my husband, I'm hungry. And he says, I wonder what they have. And we drive through, and they've got crappy food. I drive through. See how it flattens? And I say, there's nothing here. Let's keep on going. I don't bounce out. I flatten. I stop there for a minute, and I go on. You know what? He's really called in math an inflection point. Remember, we learned that last chapter. It's a flat spot on your graph, and it means that there are 3 roots living right there. There's 3 of them. So you drive through, you flatten out, you look around, nothing good, you keep on going. If it's to the 5, it works the same way. If it's to the 7, it works the same way. Does that make sense? Okay, I am going to throw one up. Let's see how brave we are. Here we go. Let's see if we can do this one. Yeah.
Since it's an odd positive.
You're right. I just wanted to give the example.
But it would go like that, right?
Yes. I just was randomly just putting something up. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Real one. Here we go. Negative. X squared. Ooh. X minus 4. Plus 4. This is as bad as it gets. This is it.
Oh no.
Take a minute.
4, 5, 6. Let's do that.
So it is even. That means as it's negative, so it's going to start low and end low.
Is that why?
Because they're evening out.
So that means we have to bounce up to 0.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's
Holy crap.
even.
Tell me just the way
We
I'm.
start, we end low, sad. And if they're even, if they're even 6 is an even number, it matches. And it takes a while to move.
Oh my goodness.
I'm looking. Natalie, I'm looking. I'm looking.
So it says negative.
Really shouldn't take long to do this.
Say
It's X, anything that uses X.
it's down down.
Oh, no, that just tells you up or down. That just tells you, it's just, it's a random name. Huh?
Oh my God. I'm gonna check mine. I don't know how to juggle those.
Here we go. I got it. We'll do it, and then I'll help you. I got it. I got you. Here we go. This is as bad as it gets. But I kind of like it. So, step one, I count the numbers because I got to know what the shape is. It is a 6 degree negative. A negative 6 degree makes it even, so they're going to match. A negative means it's your life is ending badly and it's starting badly. Are we okay? Did I lose anyone? No, everyone's good. Now what I'm going to do is put on my roots. I've got one at 0 with a little bounce. I've got one at 4. That's just normal. I've got one at -4. Sorry, Leah, we switched our roots. We switched our roots. So here we go. Is everybody ready? No one's confused. Okay. We're going to put our dot here at -4 with a little wiggle, a dot here with a little bounce, and a dot here at 4. Big deep breath in, and you have to trust the process. So here I go. I'm driving through. I look around for food. There isn't any. I keep going. The turn happens in between. I get there. I also don't like the food, so I bounce out. I get to the last town and screw it. I'm not even hungry anymore. I drive out of town. And that's how it is. So I'm looking at Andres, and I'm going to remind people a thing. And I love you, and I do not mean this toward you because you know it. Savannah did the same thing. Let's try not to draw boobs. So when we have a graph that sometimes looks like this, and it's got a dot here and a bounce, we have a tendency to do that. And you know that it's rude. Don't do that, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is it's more roller coastery and less booby, right? So the sharp points, right? If you've got a bounce, don't make it a sharp point, make it a roller coaster. Because mostly I don't want you to draw butts and boobs, right? So don't do that. Are we okay? So we do this today and tomorrow. We get a little bit better at it. I am done with my, I had to yell at people. I'm saying.